Hello, welcome back to the channel. In my first video, I kind of gave an introduction to myself and about my channel, and I also mentioned that for the next video I would talk about how I got started. So I got started in photography kind of like everybody else, taking a lot of pictures with your iPhones and phone cameras, and over time I just decided that, you know what, I want to try to get, more advanced, I guess you want to call it. I wanted to get a bigger camera. At the time I was spending a lot of time out in a kayak, and we were just in some amazing areas with all kinds of scenery and wildlife, and so I thought I would get a bigger camera and take that out with me instead of my phone. And so I put a call out to social media, and one of my coworkers, she had an extra Nikon 5100, and she let me use that, gave me a couple kit lenses, and I just went out and I started taking pictures of everything. Composition meant nothing. It was, I saw something, I took a picture of it. And then, and you could tell my first pictures were not that good, but it was a learning area. It was kind of where I started from nowhere, really. I had no formal training, no schooling on photography at all. So I took that camera, and like I said, I took a lot of photos with it, but I also used it to learn the basics. I went to YouTube and just poured over every video I could find. I have thousands of hours of YouTube education, if you want to call it that. And then every time I'd go out, I'd learn something new and learn something new. And that's kind of what I'm still doing that today. I mean, I still watch a lot of YouTube, especially around wildlife photography, and just to see what the pros are doing. Because remember, I'm far from a pro, but I take some great pictures, in my opinion. Later on we'll get into some of those in another video. So, and like I said, that's kind of how I got my start. It was just kind of hey, I want to try this, and now it's grown into a lot more. I've upgraded a lot of equipment over the years. I've got a pretty decent camera now. Actually, I've got two of them. I've got, I don't know how many tripods and how many different camera bags, because you can never find the right one when it comes to a camera bag. I've upgraded lenses, and like I said, I don't have the high-end gear. My camera is pretty good. I use a Nikon D500 for my birds and wildlife, but that's probably the extent of my expensive gear, if you want to call it that. So with that being said, so my start was, like I said, from nothing to what I have now, but I'm still learning all the time. I'm still very new to this. I just learn fast because I spend a lot of time learning and watching and doing. I spend a lot of time out in the field. I've got thousands of pictures that are okay, but I have a lot that that go in the bin. They go in the garbage bin pretty quickly. They look great till you get them home, and then you're like, ugh. But then you take those pictures, you see what you did, and then next time you go out, just don't do that again. Sounds simple, right? So that's and that's what I do. I just learn every time I go out, and I'm just very happy that I did get the opportunity to borrow that camera. It wasn't probably a month after I borrowed the 5100 that I went on eBay and I bought my own 5100 with the same kit lenses. And they're a great tool, and they still do very good pictures. I usually use those for like landscape and stuff like that, or I should say that 5100. So, and that's kind of how I got my start. So if you like what you see, or you know what you're seeing so far, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hopefully we'll see you in a couple days with another video. Have a good day.